but stop worrying about boys. Leave boys alone. Leave boys alone. Hey. Yekelana bafana, guys. You. I cannot stress this enough. Like, hello my beautiful people, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is well and finding ways to be kind to yourself and to others. So welcome back to my channel. My name is SANDI SHALOM, and if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for rocking with me. I really love and appreciate you guys. Please make sure you like this video to help me out here with the algorithm. I really appreciate it. And also please don't forget to watch the ads, you guys, because that's how I make money. So in order for me to keep bringing up these juicy videos, I have to be making some money, honey. So make sure you watch the ads and you don't skip the ads. Okay, so in today's video I am going to be talking about like a few things that I wish I knew in my early 20s, or maybe also in my late teens or in my teenage years. Like, these are a few tips that I honestly wish like someone guided me through it. You guys, one thing about your early 20s is it's a very difficult age in your life. You are just trying to navigate being an adult, and you are just put into this world where you have to start being independent and be responsible for yourself. This is the age where people like actually you have to take accountability for everything that you do, because right now you are legally an adult and everything you do has consequences. It's not like when you were still under your parents' care and they had to worry about everything. Right now it's time for you to fend for yourself, and most people like myself, you might feel lost and you might feel like your world is falling apart because you don't know what to do. And one thing about outside, when you have to go outside, when you have to leave your parents' house, like, it's not nice outside. Outside is very dangerous. There's lions, tigers and bears outside, and they're all ready to attack you. So you have to be mentally, physically, financially and emotionally strong to actually stand up to all those situations that might come to attack you, and be ready to tackle them with ease. So my tip number one is ask for help. Ask for help, you guys. This is the biggest mistake that I made in my teenage years and my early 20s. This is the biggest problem that it's asking for help. Like, ask for help. Like, sometimes like I would find myself in need of, okay, so the thing with me, guys, is my mom was a single mom because my dad passed away like when I was really young. So she was a single mom, and I had a lot of siblings, and she had to take care of all the siblings. So she had to make sure that we are well fed and we have a roof over our heads, and so on and so on. She had a lot on her plate. So she really didn't have time to actually walk me through my teenage years and walk me through my early 20s, because like when you just start your teenage years, you expect your mom to sit you down and tell you like, okay, you're gonna go on your periods and this is what you should expect. You should need to stay away from boys. If you have sex, you're gonna get pregnant, all those things. And when you get to your 20s, you usually need your parents to tell you, okay, now you are great, you're an adult, you need to take care of yourself outside, and these are the tools like to take care of yourself, or maybe give you a speech on how to actually handle the world outside. I didn't have that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have that. That's why I'm saying, like, if you know that your life is lacking somewhere, don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, in most cases, I was in need of financial assistance. At some point, I was in need of shelter, and sometimes I was in need of like an adult in my life. Like, I was in need of like an adult to actually sit me down, talk to me, and all those things. But I was afraid to ask. And all my friends, they had like their moms, their dads, and I feel like my friends had these people, these adults, and I feel like these people were at my disposal as well, because I was so afraid to ask for their help. Like, I feel like I played myself, because had I asked for their help, maybe they would have helped me, or maybe advised me on what to do and what not to do. So guys, if you find yourself in a situation where you don't know what to do, and you feel like you are alone and you're scared, and actually you don't know the solution, don't be afraid to ask for help. Some people are always willing to help, especially parents who actually have kids your age, because they know what you're going through. And I feel like if you need help, they can always assist, or maybe tell you where to get the help. So always ask for help, and don't die inside and try to figure things out on your own. It takes a village to raise a child. So if you have people around you who are adults, who know more than you, or who can help you, ask for help. Like, guys, it takes a village to raise a child. So let that village help you. My second tip is stop being afraid. Like, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Like, being afraid can actually hold you back on so many things. Let's say, I'm gonna make an example. Let's say you want to go to the entertainment industry. Maybe you want to act or you want to sing, but just because you are scared of what people might say, or what people might, or maybe people might laugh, or you might feel stupid, and you end up not doing anything about your talents, or maybe you end up not pursuing your dreams because you are so scared of what people might think. I was a victim of what are people gonna say syndrome. I was a victim of that. As a result, like, there's so many things that I wanted to do as a teenager, and there's so many career paths that I wanted to pursue in my early 20s, but I was so scared to do it because I had this thing in my head, like, if I do this, what are people gonna say? I'm so scared, like, I'm so shy. Just get out of that shell. Like, if you know you are shy, get out of that shell. If you know you're a shy person, hang around people who are actually gonna help you to minimize your shyness, or people who are gonna help you not really help you, but people you are comfortable around, so you can actually live your best life. Like, stop being shy. Don't let your dreams and your aspirations pass you by because you are scared of doing things, because you are just scared of people's opinion. People's opinions don't really matter. At the end of the day, nobody really cares. Like, honestly, nobody cares. Because let's say you want to pursue singing, and you try to sing, and maybe you're not that good because you don't have the training or whatnot, and maybe, let's say, your friends, they laugh at you, or they just so judgmental, and you might end up I don't know, just giving up on your dream because now you're scared and they laughed at you. The thing is, they're gonna laugh at you now. By next week, they're gonna forget that you were trying to sing and they were laughing at you. There's another new joke and they're laughing at that. People move. People don't stay in one thing. So if you keep just doing your thing, one day you must just pull through, and that's your breakthrough. So don't worry about what people say. People don't really care. They just care about gossip for that very moment. And after that, it's gone, it's forgotten. They've moved on to the next funny situation or whatever. So stop being afraid. Don't ever let anybody tell you you are not valuable. I think this is another mistake that I made, because honestly, I think it's because I didn't have those kind of parents at home where they used to motivate me and like tell me like, we love you, you're so important, like all those things. So when I would never forget her. Like I would never ever forget her. Mrs. Naidu. Ooh, shame, that woman. I would never forget her. Like, okay, I think this was not my early 20s, but it affected me on my age. I was still a teenager in high school. Mrs. Naidu, I will never forget that woman. Like, she used to tell me I'm stupid, what, all those things. She used to say nasty things to me. Like some of the things that she used to say to me, like I can't even say them on camera, because I'm even like, I feel disgusted even saying those things with my own mouth. So I can't say those nasty things. Like, but she used to say nasty words to me. So I think those words she used to say to me actually stuck with me. So what I want to tell you, don't ever let anybody tell you you are not important, or you are not beautiful, or there's nothing interesting about you. Because honey, your life is what you make of it. If you feel everyone is important, the reason why you are here is because God loves you, or whoever you believe in, your maker loves you, and that's why you are here, which means you are very valuable and you are very important. So don't ever let anybody tell you different. Just believe in yourself and talk yourself out of any situation. I think I've said this in one of my videos. Be able to motivate yourself in any situation. I wish I knew this in my early 20s. Like, I wish I knew how to sit down with myself and tell myself all these affirmations. Okay? So that's another tip for me. Be able to affirm beautiful things over your life, and be able to affirm your future to yourself. Tell yourself you're gonna have a beautiful future. Tell yourself you're worthy. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you are worthy of everything that is coming to you. Okay, next tip. Do not compare yourself. Honestly, I think people are always right when they say comparison is the thief of joy. I don't know how the saying goes, but I think it's like comparison steals joy, or it's the thief of joy. Comparing yourself can actually make you miserable. It can make you miserable. You might find that you have something good going on, but just because you're looking at your friend, and your friend probably has something good going on as well, and now you are comparing you and your friend, and you might end up being depressed and not appreciative of whatever good that is going on in your life. I hope I'm making sense. You might end up not appreciating whatever good that is happening in your life, because you're looking at your friend and you start comparing, which is very wrong. Like sometimes I don't blame people comparing, because I feel like they don't know any better. Like even now, I feel like adults do that a lot, and that's why like most friendships don't work. Honestly, I feel like that's why most friendships don't work, because people always compare. They always compare and compare. Like, why are you comparing? You probably have more than me, but just because you're comparing yourself to me, you won't realize that you have more than me. So now you have put yourself in a very difficult situation. So don't ever compare yourself. You are unique, you are different, you are you. Do your thing, be comfortable with where you are. And also guys, we don't come from the same families. We do not come from the same families. So your life cannot be the same as a person. Let's say you have low income parents. You can't compare yourself to a child who was raised by rich parents. If you compare yourself to that person, you're gonna make yourself unhappy, because you're gonna realize that this person has so much and I don't, but I also want to have that. Don't. Just appreciate what you have at the moment and keep life going and be happy. One thing I've realized about life is about living in the moment. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna skip today and I'm gonna enjoy tomorrow. No, by the time it's tomorrow, then tomorrow is now, and then you can't say, okay, I'm gonna skip today again, I'm gonna enjoy tomorrow. You really have to live in the moment and enjoy now and do everything now. Another thing, guys, about your early 20s, I feel like your early 20s can either make you or break you. The reason why I say that, because I feel like your early 20s are the time to build your foundation. And this is where parents come in. I feel like your parents should help you to build a nice foundation. So by the time you are in your early 20s and you are ready to, or maybe you are already in varsity or university, and that's when you should have a strong foundation. Maybe you should have like your education, or you are working towards your education. That's a strong foundation. So at your early 20s is time for you to build a strong foundation that is going to last you for the rest of your life. It's either you are building a skill, you are building an education, or anything, or you're building a talent, or you're nurturing. Whatever foundation that you are building, it should be that you are building in your early 20s should be something that is going to sustain you for the rest of your life. But that's not for everyone. Some people actually build their foundation late, which is also fine. We don't all grow like in the same pace, but I feel like for most people, that's when you should build like a solid foundation. And another tip, next tip, stay away from boys. Guys, stay away from boys. Like, boys will just dribble you and waste your life, waste your time, and you are just wasting your energy, you're wasting your body. Stay away from boys. Okay, stay away from boys. You might find that when you are busy crying over a boy and the boy is busy getting his education, and you are here crying, trying to nurture a relationship, and maybe you putting the relationship first and you putting your education last, whereas, like I said, this is the time for you to be building. So build your foundation and stop worrying about boys. Boys are always going to be there. Boys are always going to be there. And they want you now because they can see like you're probably naive, or you are just okay with giving away your temple. So stay away from your boys, especially for all my 20-year-old, 21-year-old. Guys, stay away from boys. Boys are always going to be there whenever you are done with your school and whatever you are doing. Whenever you are done with your craft and building your foundation, you're still going to meet boys there. One thing about a boy would never put his future behind to pursue you. So why would you do that for a boy? Why do we do that, ladies? Tell me. You might find yourself, you can't even go to class because you are crying. Because you are crying, you're heartbroken, like you're healing from a relationship. Why are you healing from a relationship? Why? Why are you healing from a relationship when you should be healing from quantum physics? Why are you healing from a relationship? Guys, why? You should be solving X. Like, your priority should be solving X. It shouldn't be solving some dumb relationship. Okay? Even if you do want to date for fun. Don't date because you're thinking this is the person who's gonna marry me. This is the person I'm gonna settle down with. Honey, come on. That person, like that boy's parents, they're depending on him to have a good future. So trust and believe me, he is not worried about you. He is worried about his future. You are just there to entertain him and I don't know, maybe be a distraction. But stop worrying about boys. Leave boys alone. Leave boys alone. Hey. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Like, no one. Do do not cut your friends off because of a boy. Like, this is another mistake that I did. Like, one thing about me, I believe in daughter. So every time I was in a relationship, I would just back off from my friends and just pay like full attention to the boy. Like, girl, what? Like, I'm sitting here now like thinking about it. Like, girl, what were you doing? Like, what were you doing? Instead of having fun with your friend, building memories, and just enjoying your 20s, like, why are you busy like nurturing a relationship that you probably know is not going anywhere? Why? Enjoy your life, like, live your best life. Learn new skills, like maybe learn tennis, learning new sports, learning new skills. There's so many things you can learn, maybe things you can do with your hand in case school doesn't work out, because school is not for everyone. One thing about school is not for everyone. So this is something that my friend's mom told me, and I really love her for that advice. She said to me, okay, you are going to school, but learn a skill, something you can do with your hands. So if school doesn't work out, you can try and leave off whatever you are doing with your hands. Learn some skills, because school might end up not working out, or you might just graduate and you might end up not getting a job. So whatever skills that you have learned while you're still young, maybe you can use those skills to actually make you money. So use that time wisely and learn some new skills, learn a new sports. If there's a sports that you're passionate about, like, just try and go professional on that sports. Do your research, stay away from boys. I mean, what? And another thing I've noticed about like people in their early 20s, once they leave home, they start behaving like traffic. They start behaving funny, myself included. Oh God, myself included. Stop behaving like traffic. Like, stop putting yourself here and there. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? What was, like, always remember, what was the reason for you to leave your home? Why did you leave home? What were you trying to pursue? Why did you leave home? What were you trying to pursue? Always stick to that goal. Always stick to that goal and forget about anything else that is happening around you. Drink responsible. One thing about youngsters, like your early 20s, your 19, 20, 21, once they leave home, they binge drink. Like, they binge drink. Everywhere there's free drinks, they are there. Free drinks, they are there. Guys, matter, why do we do this? Hey, I'm also asking myself, because I've been in that situation. Guys, why do we do this? Take it from your big sis. Like, don't do it. Stop binge drinking. Stop binge drinking. You know that alcohol actually messes with your mind. Like, every time you drink alcohol, I don't have all the stats. I'm actually going to do my research now because I just remembered it. But apparently when you drink alcohol, like, it takes away like something from your mind. So now imagine when you start drinking when you're 19. By the time you get 30, your mind would be fucked up. Like, don't binge drink. I'm not saying don't hang out and have a drink or have a cocktail with your friends, but stop binge drinking. Like, it's not that deep, guys. Alcohol is not gonna save your life, or it's not. Ooh, shame. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Go to the gym, use nice lotions. Make sure that you take care of your body and stay away from pregnancy. Like, use protection. Take care of your body. If you don't know the person you are sleeping with, or if you know you have multiple partners, use protection. Take care of your body. And when I say take care of your body, I mean from the inside out. Eat healthy, go to the gym, and just look healthy overall. I promise you, by the time you are my age, it's going to pay off, honey. Even if you're doing it in your bedroom, but make sure that you put in a little bit of workout here and there. And take care of your body. Trust me, it's gonna take you a long way. And And be careful of the places you go to, and be careful of the people you hang around with. There's this saying like, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. But sometimes I feel like that's not true, because sometimes you might be a good person. Let's say there's a good girl and there's a good girl from, okay, I'm gonna make a story now. Let's say there's a good girl from the village and she just came to the city, and she doesn't know anything, and she gets herself mixed up with what we on the internet would like to call slay queens. You can't say this to this person, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. This person literally is so naive and they don't know anything. But just because they're mixing themselves with the wrong person, their life can actually take a U-turn, and probably for the worst or the best, I don't know. So make sure that your crowd is going to benefit you. Don't hang around the wrong crowd. Do not hang around the wrong crowd. Don't be at the wrong place at the wrong time, because you might catch a bullet. That's not literal, but like, I'm just saying, like, you might. So be careful, yo. Be careful. And also be careful of the places you go to, because some people respect you according to where they met you, or what were you doing, who were you with. And that's how their respect for you is like calculated. That's how they would calculate the respect they should give you. Like, I met you here, so you don't deserve this kind of respect. I met you with so and so, so why would I respect you to this level? Or I know so many people, like I actually know a friend, she's a very good, like she's a very good girl, and you know, she kind of got her shit together, but just because the guy she was dating met her in the wrong place with the wrong people at the wrong time, I think he didn't like respect her or value her, because he thought like, you don't deserve it. But you know what, it's just a shame. So be careful of all those things. If you can't afford it, but make sure that you have medical aid. Like, medical aid is very important. But if you can't afford it, like, it's fine to go to public hospital. But if you can afford it, make sure you have medical aid. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, I remember maybe like a few years back, maybe 4 years back, we had a friend and she didn't have medical aid. So now she had to go to a public hospital, and honestly, the treatment she got there was just a shame. It was just a shame. So just make sure you have money on the side. If you don't have money on the side saved up for emergencies, have medical aid. If you can't afford medical aid, then that's okay. But if you can, it's a must. And do not live above your means. Do not live above your means. Like, we all want to live a good life, and we all want to live a comfortable life, and we all want to flex and be cute and everything. But guys, take it from me, don't live above your means. It's okay, honey. It's okay. If you can't afford something, stay on your level. Don't be trying so hard to afford it. Because let's say now let's say my income is 10,000 rands, and I have rent to pay, I have groceries to do, I have transports. But now I want this wig, and this wig is like 6,000 rands. I end up buying this wig for 6,000 rands. What's gonna happen to my monthly bills? I'm lacking, because I'm living above my means and I can't afford this wig lifestyle. So don't live above. That's my advice to you, my young girls. Don't live above your means. It doesn't make sense. Why? You are gonna have all these nice things. Just focus on your foundation and you will have all these nice things. Trust me. And my next point is, like, nobody really cares about you, what you're doing. Like, nobody really cares about what you're doing. Like, no one cares. No one cares. You might think, okay, sometimes you might think that people are watching. People are watching, yes, they are watching. but they're probably gonna laugh or talk about that situation now, and it's like I said before, it's gonna die down, it's gonna go away, and after some time a new story will come in and your story has died down and nobody cares. So do your thing, do you, and be great within yourself, because nobody really cares. Don't care about what everybody thinks or what are people going to say, because no one really cares. You think they care. They care for that while, but after some time, nobody cares. It's just like going through people's Instagram. Like you would see a picture and you like, I would like the picture. But like 5 minutes later, when maybe 2 minutes later, when I'm down the app and I'm checking for other pictures, I tell you, I kid you not, I forgot about that picture, and I can't even remember what you were wearing on that picture, what you looked like. I probably left a comment, but I really can't remember that picture. So nobody really cares, and that's the honest truth. Nobody really cares. Okay, another thing is stand up for yourself. Like, stand up for yourself. Don't get bullied. Like, don't get bullied. And take this from me. I was bullied through high school, and I was bullied throughout my 20s, because I think like in high school I was bullied by other kids, and I honestly think it was out of jealousy, because I was pretty and I had a beautiful body, so I think they were jealous. So I was really bullied. Stand up for yourself. Let them beat you if they want to, but goloza, like ibanenkani. Like, let them beat you if they have to, but stand up for yourself. Learn to talk for yourself, because nobody is going to come on your defense. You should come to your defense. Stand up for yourself. And also, like in my early 20s, I used to be bullied by my friends. I remember I was living with some friends, like in a commune and whatnot, and they used to bully me, like not right, like some people would actually say mean words, and like all those times I actually wish I stood up for myself, because you know when people say negative things about you, like it sticks with you and you start believing you are whatever they say. So stand up for yourself and fight. Stand up for yourself and fight. You like, nobody is above you. Like, no. Don't let anybody bully you. Stand up for yourself. Next tip, 25 is not a deadline. 25 is not a deadline, and it's not old. 20 deadline. I remember like I would used to be so stressed, like, oh my god, I'm almost 25. What do I have? Like, when am I gonna finish this? What? Let me do this quickly. Let me do this quickly. Oh my god, let me be in a relationship. Also, like, I'm almost 25. I want to have all my kids before I'm 30. And I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, girl, you were so crazy. And I'm like, girl, you were so crazy. 25 is not a deadline. 25 is not a deadline. Like, if you are 25, you're still a child. Like, for me, honestly, at 25, I could have used my parents. Like, I could have used a hug from my mom. I could have used like a sit down from my mom and whatnot. At 25, you still need your parents. Not that you need them to baby you, but you need them to be there. You're still a child. In my eyes, you're still a child. For me, when my daughter is 25, I'm going to be very involved in her life. I'm going to know every move that she's making. Because I feel like at that age, you're still trying to navigate your adulthood. You're not on your feet. You are not on your feet at 25. So I don't expect anybody to feel like they completely like got everything sorted out when they're 25. Not unless your parents set up some trust fund for you and you are okay. But at 25, I feel like you still need some help, emotionally, maybe financially, or any other way that you may need help. But 25 is not old, and 25 is not a deadline. Okay? And also, 30 is not old. I know some 30-year-old, and I feel like, oh my gosh, she's such a baby, and she's 30 years old, and I'm like, I legit know some people who are 30 years old and they behave like teenagers. I legit. Okay. But honestly, there is no age that is a deadline. You can do whatever you want at any age. No age is a deadline. Okay, another tip. The bad choices that you make in your early 20s can follow you throughout your adult life. Take it from me. Like, I'm sure we all have those mistakes that we've made that, have followed you like throughout your adult life, and you're just like, oh my god, I wish I wasn't there, or I wish I hadn't done this and it wouldn't have stained my name. Like, because I feel like now whenever people know me, they would know that, oh, my SANDI did this like 7 years ago, and now it has stained my name for the rest of my life. So you know what, guys, just be careful of making bad choices, because they can stain you for the rest of your life and they can follow you. And sometimes you try and remove that stain and it just won't go away. For an example, let me make an example with the sex tape. Let's say you make a sex tape. You know a sex tape is always gonna follow you. So don't make bad choices. Don't make bad choices. And don't let FOMO kill you, guys. Don't let FOMO kill you. Even if there's a party, like, just get your things done. Even if there's a party, you always want to catch another party. Next weekend there's going to be another party. Don't let FOMO kill you. Parties don't go anywhere. Amaphatha awapheli. Ubumnandi abupheli kahle kahle. Ubumnandi abupheli. In 5 years, ubumnandi usazofica. In 10 years, nice time is always going to be there. Like, nice time, nice life, everything, it's always going to be there, whether you miss it now. So don't ever get FOMO. Don't ever get FOMO for anything. So my last tip on how to navigate your 20s is, there is a time and a season for everything. There is a time and a season for everything, and don't ever think that you missed out on anything. Like, take life as your age comes. Like, I honestly believe on taking life as your age comes. Because some people, you would find some 21-year-olds who live their life like they're 30. Why? Why can't you live like a baby? Because you are a baby. Why do you want to live like an adult? It's like you would find a 20-year-old or maybe a 23-year-old dating a politician. Girl, calm down. Live your age. Date your age mates. Enjoy your life at your age. Why? Why? Live your life at your age and enjoy the age you are in right now. Just do what your mates are doing. Don't rush anything. There's a time and a season for everything. Don't say I didn't tell you. All in all, just do things that will favor your life for the better, and just be careful. Like I said, there's dangerous people out there and they are out to get you. So just live your life in a way that is appropriate for your age, and just do things that are appropriate for your age, and just live a life that is comfortable for you and the situation you are in at the time. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.